Hey, this is Rajesh Singh from Now AI Minutes. We are going to explore how ServiceNow using Now Assist skills and AI agentic workflows can help resolve incident more efficiently. We'll see how system checks past incident knowledge articles to suggest a resolution, and if it works, it automatically generates a resolution notes too. And this video is for the customers, agents, and admins who want to configure these features on their own without a need of a developer. Okay, so let's quickly jump into our first thing, which is Now Assist Admin. Now Assist Admin, please make sure you have all the prerequisites. For prerequisites, please refer to description of my video. So let's proceed with our first thing. We have to go to Now Assist Admin. Now, what is this Now Assist Admin? Now Assist Admin, in simple word, it's a place for all your Now Assist skills. Like you can see how many are you can design, you can have all the out of box, you can see how many are installed, not installed, how many are active, not active, configured. You can see the usage and everything, right? That's a one place stop. You can also do configuration. In our use case, we'll quickly jump to Now Assist skills. View Now Assist skills. And for our use case specifically, we are talking about the incident. So we'll go to the ITSM, and within the ITSM, we have certain use cases out of box already available. Okay, we need to activate accordingly. Very specific to my use case, I need two things very specifically: incident summarization and resolution notes generation. So what I can do is I can quickly activate, which is inactive now. I can quickly activate this one. Okay, but remember, always a good practice is to make a copy and activate that rather than touching the out of box one. Okay, so it's always better. And even in the out of box, you cannot do any changes, so you cannot do any configuration changes or customizations, whereas what you can, if you make a copy, you can do some changes to it. Okay, so what I've done is I'll quickly click on make a copy, and then it creates a incident summarization copy. Okay, I've already done that before this session, so we'll quickly gonna activate those things. Okay, now this is beautiful. This is the first. You see there are several tabs like general details, choose input, customize prompt, etc., right? Several tabs. We'll talk about the each and everything. Okay, general details, it has a basic details. You can give a name and you can put some description, right? Description should be relevant, and then click next. Now this is quite important. It says choose a base table. Since our use case is already on from the for the incident, it is already selected. Okay, and now here input templates for each state, right? Each state of an incident, like new work in progress. So what happens at each state for that particular now skills. Okay, here what these are the fields. Okay, if you see work in progress, resolved, closed, information from these fields, right? Short description, work notes, additional notes. This information from these fields provides enough information to a LLM to generate an accurate and relevant summary. Additional to that, the beauty of this one is you can also add your own fields, and the best part is you can also add an additional data source, external data source. You can add the relationship, you can add the attachments, you can add Excel sheets, right? So that those things you can configure. I'm just gonna put save and continue. Okay, now customize prompt. Now what does this mean? This prompt sections gives a structure to your summary output, right? How do you want to see your output? You want to see output as issue summary issue, and then resolution notes. You want to see CIs, the structure. This will basically give the structure to your summary output, making it more readable and informative, right? I want these items, but issue the description of an incident in a new state. In a work in progress, you see there are automatically few things has been checked. Okay, so I think this is perfect. And choose a record. This record is basically for you to validate how this skill is going to work when you use the sample record. Okay, so I don't have anything for me, or else I can test. Maybe I'll just do the random test and I'll do put a test and it will show you me how the output it is. The issue, the key actions taken, a resolution, and the service level agreement. This is how my output will look like. So the customized prompt will is what going to decide. Okay, so let's go to the next. Availability. Now it ensures that this summarization skill is accessible for all the relevant incidents without any restrictions. So I would choose always this as a skill is always available. If you want to customize this, you can check and you can put those conditions. Okay, but for my sake, I'll put it as a skill always available. Now, trigger and display. Now, this allows automatically triggering of summarization process as soon as the matching condition is met. If you see, we have done certain matching conditions in choose input, right? If that matching condition met, it will automatically trigger. Okay, so that is why we say like to define the trigger. And now this one quite important for me, because this is the main place where agents works, right? Ensuring visibility and usability of a screen skill. I want it on the product desktop, which is on now workspace or at an 80 UI view, and the now assist panel, this one. Okay, I want it at both the sides. And if you click on this arrow, it is also available for ITL users, and I want to put it is available for ITL users. I want to restrict this skill only for service desk agents, preventing unauthorized users, right? So I want to keep it like ITL, and here also. So save and continue. Now, so here it gives us a summary that what is going to end at each state, what is the input, and what is going to be an output at each state. Okay, and all the summary what we have selected, and then I'll click on activate. Lovely. So here we are going to see the skill is now activated. The skill is activated. Now similarly, I have activated resolution notes generation, very similar to what I have done it for incident summarization. Here I didn't made a copy, so I directly activated the product. Okay, for me these two are important: resolution notes and generation, and incident summarization copy. Now this is the part one. We're gonna see how to configure AI agent workflows in AI Agent Studio. So let's get into AI Agent Studio. Okay, this is AI Agent Studio. Let's click on this one. Now I think I have already covered this about this Agent Studio in my previous video. So this is the interface to configure all AI powered workflows that act autonomously and semi-autonomously. So we'll quickly jump into create and manage. And there we'll go to agentic workflows. In agentic workflows, for our use case, we need to configure two workflows in which is required for a part of our video. Okay, so first thing we'll go is triage and categorize ITSM. Basically it will first triage and categorize, then investigate and resolve. So for triage and categorize, what we will do is we will click on this duplicate, okay, or clone, and we are not going to touch, as I said before, we are not going to touch the out of box one, because we won't be able to modify or configure. We have to duplicate it and we have to modify. Okay, now here if you see the name, when you duplicate the name always comes with copy. You can also put any custom name to title. Since I have got this as a copy, I will leave it here. So now what does this workflow do? This workflow If you see, it identify the category, subcategory, configuration item, and related problems automatically. And the steps are very quite simple. It check for major incidents and outages and link it to the incident. It check for related problems and link it to incident. Okay. And it also does is it basically identify the category and subcategory. So you see there are two AI agents is already attached to it. First one is categorize the ITSM incident AI agent and link an incident to a problem AI agent. Okay, we'll just go ahead and save and continue. Okay, now here we got a trigger. Trigger is also renamed as a copy. So just make a note of it. We have to understand what does the trigger do, what are its constituents. Okay, it's quite important. Okay, if any mistakes in the trigger, most of the times you get a problem is with the trigger. If a trigger is not configured properly, your AI agents may not work properly. Okay, so let's get into that and see what are the things we have to look for. First thing is, when do you want this to be triggered? I want this categorization should be happen during created updated or update, or even I can use the schedule based, right? So in my use case, mostly created makes sense, right? Whenever the incident get created, I want this categorization should happen, right? I can also select created or updated, like so in this simple, I'll make it simple, created, and I'll put copy is already here by default. The most important, active should be there, right? And select the table. It's by default it is a table. And when do you want this agentic workflow should trigger? Okay, there is a clear condition has been given. The short description should not be empty. State changes to state is new, and the priority is one of these following. Okay, then only this agentic workflow should trigger. Okay, you may think for the high priority, we don't see for the high priority. High priority, there is a different workflow. Okay, you can add your own conditions. Okay, that's those are the things, like you can modify your conditions here. You can add or remove based on your company requirements. So when these conditions meet, this will trigger. What I will do is, it says, now what is this script? In short, let me make it very easy for you guys. Since the incident is unassigned, right, in the new state, it uses an admin identity to execute its actions. This AI agent will use the admin identity. Okay, so to do that, we have to enter just a sys ID of an admin user here. Now what I will do is, I'll quickly close. Go here, I'll click go to my profile. I'm an admin, so I'll get a sys ID. Okay, I copy it and I'll go here. So I again have to trigger on created, the condition need to be met, and understand what does this means. I can use the existing one, or I can create a custom script. Okay, so what I will do is, I will use sys ID of the current logged in user. Okay, basically the admin. I'm taking one of the example. Okay, and that's the one. And then objective template, this is a kind of a manual trigger. If you have if there is a automatic trigger and manual trigger. You can also say a manual trigger if a admin or if the agent want to do the manual trigger. He can also put triage the ticket number. It will trigger. Okay, and the channel, how do you want the agent to be communicating with this agentic workflow? Either through Now Assist panel or virtual agent. Now Assist panel is where most of the times the agent communicate, right? So this is where we prefer, and virtual agent is for the end user, so we don't prefer to put it here. And the show notifications. Show notification is a place where you get a notification here in the star mark. It's basically Now Assist panel. So if you want, you can click on this one, yeah, and then click on save. So your trigger condition has been set. It's quite easy and simple. And then you go next. Now Assist panel, Please always remember we are interacting with this right now assist panel. In that case, you always have like to interact with that ticket through this now assist panel. Quite easy, intuitive platform. So I would like to have the display. All my communication with the AI agent should display here, the now assist panel, and who can interact. Just to avoid unauthorized users, right, interacting with this now assist panel on the tickets, I would like to put certain restrictions around the agent. So I will put anyone with this role can interact, right, and then I'll save and test. I have configured perfectly. Now I have to go to the other one. I came back to the same page where, at the agentic workflows. What we have done is we have duplicated this agentic workflow and we have configured it. Now our next one is investigate and resolve the incident. So what I will do is I'll quickly duplicate it and I'll try to configure this one, right? So what it does, first one is it makes a duplicate copy of this one, and let's read out this one. The agentic workflow enables fulfillers to investigate and resolve the ITSM incident. Investigate and resolve. This workflow will check for related catalog items, knowledge articles, and similar resolved incident to generate the solution step for the incident. Beautiful. 3 things it will check. So the instructions has been given very clearly. If you want, you can customize it based on your local configurations has been done. If you don't want it should look at catalog items, you just remove this tab. Okay. Or if you want to include any additional things like an external database, or you have any other repository, you can include those things, right? But for that you need to include additional AI agents, RAG, and all these things, skills you have to set up. So in this use case, it's quite easy. We'll make it very easy so that this video is useful not just for the developers, also for the, my goal is to include this video, to show this video, create this video, not just for the developers, also for the end users, that admins from the customer company, they can look and they can follow this and they can able to implement at their organization step by step. Okay, so let's get into this one. For the simple steps are, it's quite simple English, right? It says here is a structured approach for resolving an incident. Process, gathering step, run one step only once. So our first step, check for the related catalog items. See if incident is related to an existing catalog item. Okay, find the catalog item, help agent can help this. Now it says if it is related to this existing catalog item, then this will help. Okay, if not, then check for the similar incidents and knowledge articles. Look for the past incident that are similar but not classified as a major. Major has a different process. Okay, then retrieve the related if it is not there. Okay, if there is no such incident, then go to the relevant knowledge base articles that might provide the solutions, then provide the okay, yeah, we'll go for the relevant knowledge articles. And now here this agent will help you to perform this. You understand this, please be very specific and straight to the point and mention which AI agent will help me to perform this. Here this one and for this one it's this one. Okay, it's quite simple one. We don't have to do any changes unless and until you want to do any changes on like say example, you want your solution should be coming from the different knowledge repository, then you do your changes here. You have to add additional RAG. Since in my use case it's a simple thing, it's searching for old incidents which is still in the ServiceNow, and the knowledge base which is still in ServiceNow, so I don't have to do any modifications here. Okay, so in this use case I have all these things set in place, and I'll go save and continue. Now the trigger condition, this is very important, please understand. You have to ensure you should be very careful when it comes to a trigger condition. If it is not working, the main culprit, highest chances that your trigger condition is not configured perfectly. Okay, so let's click on this one and see what does it mean. Updated. When this agentic AI workflow should run whenever the incident get updated. Okay, updated with what condition? This is a condition. Okay, so here we have the copy, and we need to keep toggled on, and the table incident, and this condition should meet. What? A state changes to 2 and assigned to is not empty. Okay, so that means what? Incident state changes to 2 means in progress. Whenever ticket get updated from new to in progress and assigned to is not empty, then you trigger this condition. Okay, that's mean your your condition for your AI agentic to trigger. Now here, what does uh, this means? Okay, this is quite uh, important. Now here, this means select run as a assign to, run as a select, use the existing table or the new custom script. Here use an existing table and run as a assign to. It means this makes this agentic workflow act just like this assigned to. The ticket is assigned to Rajesh. Now this workflow will act like a Rajesh. So it has the same permission and everything is correctly tracked on the name of Rajesh. Okay. So that's why we are marking this as an assigned to. Now objective template, it's as I explained in the previous one, it's just a manual trigger. I can even manually trigger this agentic workflow just by writing this one, right? Help me to resolve this number. And channel, I want most of the times, right, the agents will communicate with the AI agent, the ticket people who work on the ticket, the fulfillers will interact with the AI agents through Now Assist panel. Virtual agent is for the end users. And show notifications, again, a notification, it shows a notification here. What kind of notification does it show? It shows the notification when the workflow starts or make a progress, you know, that in that kind of information, and during that kind of situation, it shows the notification here. That's why we use that show notification. I'll click on save, and I'm done with configuring my trigger, which is most important part. And now assist panel, I explained, always prefer to interact with this AI agent through this now assist panel. So when I say I means I'm acting like an my AI agent should interact with now assist panel, interact with this agentic workflow through now assist panel. And who can only interact? The people, the agents with ITIL role. So I'll put some boundaries, some restrictions on the role so that no unauthorized users can access. That's it. We are done with configuring both the agentic workflows, and we'll see what's the next step. Is about end-to-end testing of this AI agent workflow in ServiceNow operation workspace. So let's test how it works on incident. We'll see how it works from the fulfiller perspective. So I'll go to my workspace, service operation workspace. I'll just go there and create a new incident. I can create it either from here or here. I'll just go ahead and create a new incident. Okay, so I can take any use cases like for example, my server XYZ is not working, VPN is not working, Microsoft Teams is not working. Ensure you have a solution for those issues in your repository, either in knowledge base or you have a past incident. So since the benefit of this demo, just to make it my flow easy, show you a very simple flow, I have already created a knowledge base with all kind of issues like VPN not working, Microsoft Teams not working. So I'll take one example, like say example Microsoft Teams not working. So I'll put it as Teams not working. I'll put like Microsoft Teams not working from the morning in my laptop. It's giving me an error stating network error, network error, please try again. Now this is the short description and description. I'll put caller as able. I have a state, I have an impact, urgency, priorities, and all these things in place. Say end user is creating a ticket. He just fill description, short description, and the caller details. I think these are enough for you to create the ticket. So I will just click on save. The moment you save the ticket, right, it first issue is summarize. When you click on summarize, it automatically summarizes the incident. Okay, it summarizes the entire incident. Now from where does it takes an input? It takes from short description, all your categories and all your nodes and your attachments, everything, and it categorizes beautifully. And the second thing is it shows there is something alerts. It says now assist has a plan for solving. Now let's see the plan. It says recommend incident categorization. Remember, our first AI agent triggering was to categorize an incident, and when it has to categorize it when the ticket is in new state. Okay, remember the trigger condition. Based on that, it triggered category as a software. Microsoft Teams is a software, yes. Subcategory not determined. Client CI MacBook Pro 15, because I already have my details. This guy details is already updated over there, that I own a MacBook Pro 15. That's why that is my CI, correct? So if we go further, it provides all the details like category, subcategory, and all the caller details. Now we'll see what is this updating incident details. Okay, with this all the details, it has updated all the details in the incident. Let's see whether it has updated the details or not. Yes, it does. Category software, MacBook Pro as a configuration item. Okay, and it will also update your work notes, right? If you see, these are work notes also updated. Now this is beautifully, our first AI agent workflow is working perfectly fine. Now the next one, our next condition was to resolve an incident. To resolve an incident, right, the trigger condition was it has to assign to an assignee, right? Remember, the assign to condition was a trigger condition. It assign to should not be an empty. In that case, I will assign to me. Pretend I am a fulfiller. I am assigning to myself. Now the second condition will trigger. Okay, we'll see. There is an now assist plan. Okay, we'll see what happens. Beautiful. It is generating a next step. Okay, first step, it says please select a most relevant catalog item. Remember, in that first one is it will select for the catalog item, then if it search in the catalog item, then it goes into incidents and knowledge base. So for first here we'll see it is searching in a catalog item, it couldn't able to find, and it's giving you some option, select 1, 2, or 3. I will say no, it is not relevant to any of above options. So let's see what happens. It is preparing for the next steps, right? It says it couldn't find the catalog item, so it could not fulfill the request. It is automatically switching to the next AI agent, which is investigate and resolve an ticket, right? So now, beautiful. Now, based on the similar past incidents and relevant knowledge articles, here is a proposed plan. Restart the Microsoft Teams application and your device. Ensure you have a stable internet connection. Rule out any VPN or connectivity issues. If the above steps do not resolve the issue, reset your password. Refer to the knowledge article given. There is a knowledge article. Okay, it's asking for to refer to that knowledge article for more details. Now, do you have any feedback or would you like to modify this plan? I will say it is it is also giving you the source, which knowledge article you have to refer to and which ticket. Okay, so what I will say is thank you. Now it is preparing the next step. With all the available resources I have shown you, thank you for using the Now Assist. Now approved resolution plan has been added to the ticket's additional comments. Now this is beautiful. It has updated in my additional notes. Now what is the next step? I will communicate this to the customer, right? And I could have built one more AI agent where it will automatically communicate to the AI, the customer, and customer from the portal, he will confirm that you can close the ticket, and with that feedback automatically the ticket can get closed. But just to show you the demo of some features, you remember we have also done a resolution notes generation. Now assist skill, we'll see how it works. So once I communicated to the customer and customer is happy with the resolution, I will click on resolve and I will select solution provided and I will click on this one. If you see, there is a sparkle. Click on this one, automatically the resolution notes, entire summary, communication, everything all will get captured here, from description, short description, your resolution, your communication with the customer from the in your activity stream, everything will be communicated here. I will just click on insert and I will mark it as a resolve. That's it, you're done. Your ticket got closed beautifully with all the details. Your ticket has created, categorization has been done, resolution has been provided, also the resolution notes has also been generated. This is the beauty of AI agent workflow, and the use case was a team's not working. So we recap here. In this video you have seen how to create a assist skills, how to create AI agent workflows, and how to test the AI agent workflow on service operation workspace. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video, we are going to talk about how AI agent workflow is going to help in GRC. Thank you, and you have a great day.